Welcome to our journey towards financial freedom. Have you ever wished you didn't have to worry about money all the time? Well, guess what? You're not alone. A lot of people in the US live from one paycheck to another, and many have very little savings. But what if I told you that you could break free from this cycle? That's what we're here for. We'll dive into the world of smart money management, where I'll share secrets from top financial books and my own journey. Think of it as your roadmap to escaping the 9-to-5 grind, saving without stress, and investing like a pro, no matter your current salary. Let's get started and change the way you think about and handle money forever. Step 1. Escape the 9-to-5 workday. I found out about this book, The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. It's a game changer. Tim says we shouldn't just work until we're old and then have fun. He suggests taking short breaks to enjoy life now, not just when we retire. Tim did this himself. He traveled around the world and only worked 4 hours a week. How? He used automation and got others to do some of his work. This way, he worked less, but still got a lot done. For example, he only checked his emails once a day, which gave him more time for fun stuff. We can do this too, even if we have regular jobs. We can find ways to do our tasks quicker or get help from others. The cool part is, Tim tried out these ideas while he was traveling. He even ran his business while learning to dance tango in Argentina. His point is, it's not about being lazy, it's about choosing what we work on and when. This idea is really freeing. And here's a surprising thing. Working less doesn't always mean you'll earn less. Tim actually made more money while working fewer hours. He focused on being more efficient. Step 2. Prioritize time over money. Ever heard of Grant Sabier? He wrote Financial Freedom. He says money is good if it lets you enjoy life. Many people run after money, but really, time is more important. Grant had only $226 once, but didn't lose hope. By the time he was 30, he became a millionaire. He did this by using money to get more free time, not just to buy things. He tried many different small businesses. Some failed, but others did well. He believes in trying new things to see what works. Grant also talks about saving money in smart ways, like living in a smaller house or using buses and trains. These choices help you become financially free. He says to think carefully about how you spend money. Every dollar you spend is linked to the time you work to earn it. So ask yourself if buying something is really worth your time. The goal isn't just to fill your bank account, it's about having the freedom to choose how you spend your time. That's what real wealth is. We should see time as our most valuable thing and use money to make our time better. Step 3. Mastering finances. Step 3 is about how to handle money well. We're looking at ideas from Ramit Sethi's book, I Will Teach You to Be Rich. It's not about getting rich fast, it's about managing money wisely. Ramit's advice is pretty straightforward. Spend a lot on things you really love, and don't waste money on things you don't care about. He talks about budgeting, but it's not about being super strict with every dollar. He suggests a plan. Spend 50% of your money on important stuff like bills, 30% on things you enjoy, and save 20%. Saving is also key. Imagine saving just $5 every day starting in your 20s. By the time you retire, you could have over $100,000. That's because of compound interest. Your savings grow over time, and make saving easier by automating it, like setting up your bank account to move money to savings automatically. In short, it's not about being cheap. It's about being smart with your money and planning for the future. This way, your money can really work for you. Step 4. Building wealth through investing. Step 4 is about growing your money based on Dave Ramsey's book, The Total Money Makeover. His main idea is to make some tough choices now so you can have a better life later. First, Dave says to start with an emergency fund of $1,000. This is money set aside for unexpected things like car repairs or medical bills. Having this money can really give you peace of mind. Next is dealing with debt. Dave suggests the snowball method. You list your debts from smallest to biggest and pay them off in that order. This feels good because you see debts disappearing one after the other. It's also important to cut back on spending. For example, a lot of people spend a lot on eating out. Cooking at home instead can save you money. Investing is a big part of building wealth. Dave likes mutual funds because they can grow a lot over time. This includes saving for retirement and for things like college costs. The key is to think about the long term. Dave also says to avoid taking on new debt. Live within your means, even if it's tempting to buy fancy things. This discipline will help you in the long run. Lastly, once you're in a good place financially, Dave encourages giving to others. He believes that helping people can be very fulfilling. Step 5. Simplifying investing. This step is based on Jim Collins' book, The Simple Path to Wealth. He explains that making money through investing doesn't have to be complicated. Here's the idea. The stock market, on average, grows about 7% a year after taking inflation into account. Jim suggests investing in the stock market for long-term growth. But instead of choosing individual stocks, he recommends low-cost index funds. These funds include a bit of many stocks, which lowers the risk. It's like betting on the entire market, not just one company. You should also check and adjust your investments once or twice a year, but not too often. The main message is to keep it simple. Stick to basic investments and be patient. Investing is more like a long journey than a quick race. Step 6. Achieve wealth regardless of income. This step is inspired by the book The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko. The surprising message here is that many millionaires don't live like you'd expect. They're not all about fancy cars and big houses. Instead, they live simply, and you might not even guess they're rich. The key idea is that being wealthy isn't just about earning a lot of money. It's more about saving and investing your money smartly. A lot of millionaires didn't start rich. They made their money over time. They're careful with how they spend, choosing to save and invest rather than buy expensive things. This isn't being cheap, it's being wise with money. The less you spend on things like big houses or new cars, the more money you have to save and grow. We've talked about many things like changing how you work, investing wisely, and managing your money better. It's important to remember that it's not just about your income, but how you handle your money. But don't stop here. There's a lot more to learn about money. If you liked this, you should watch our other videos. We have lots of tips on saving money, making smart investments, earning more, and living the life you dream of.